I believe we are live now. Alex, we should be live.
Nice to see you, Roman. And of course, I believe that everyone who sees now also happy, guys. We're here to have fun, and we hope you also will be have fun with us. And actually, today it's like I think special day for everyone who will be watching because we have a special guest who was very, very impressive in his last match. And guys, you already know from the thumbnail, it will be Revaz Lutidze. It's one of the strongest Georgian arm wrestlers, and also it is one definitely of the strongest in the world in the moment. Because if I need to say about my real feelings when I watched the East versus West, his match with Dave Chaffee, oh guys, it was amazing. Like it was unexpected, and such a huge level he showed. These athletes really need attention, and now we are all have the question, yeah, it was Dave not good day, yeah, or it was such level, such huge level, because even Levan, honestly, being Dave not in that way, not in the way like Revaz did. So for now, it's, you know, Revaz probably somewhere very, very high. And where exactly, it should be clear in the nearest future. And absolutely believe you guys have a question for Revaz. So if you have, write it on the question sections and on the live. And after, even you want to ask something about Revaz, about, I don't know, maybe size of his biceps, his PR record on the biceps curling, about everything you want, and we will ask also, of course, this your questions to Revaz. Ramon, tell me, what do you think about Revaz performance last? Like you was there, you was watching, so you was
I was right
near
there.
to the stage, yes.
Yeah.
As you predictions before, you was expected that it will be in such a way, or it was surprise for you?
Even though I knew that Revaz was in his best shape ever, I was still impressed by his performance. I was not expecting to deal with the force of Dave Chaffee that way. You know, I knew that he would win, and if I was betting guy, I would bet on him anyways. But I was still impressed. That was impressive because even Levan, in my eyes, and I believe in many people's eyes as well, even Levan did not beat Dave the way Revaz did. So
Yeah.
maybe it was brute force, maybe it was the hand uncomfortability, maybe because of the leverage difference. I don't know what played the most role, but to me, Dave Chaffee lost. I mean, to me, Revaz won. Dave beat like more dominant fashion than Levan did. Bit
Yeah,
more,
yeah.
but still.
Agree with you absolutely. And you know, I remember how hand of Revaz feeling. I pull with him left and right a couple years ago, of course, and definitely Revaz become bigger and stronger from that moment. But I remember that even that day, even on the left, which is probably not dominant hand of the Revaz, he was the guy who make troubles for everybody who was on the stage in the finals, like in the winners from number 1 to number 3. I remember in that day was, of course, the day when Andrei Pushkar won the championship category 105 plus, so super heavyweight category. Rest in peace for Andrei. We always have good memories about him, like also not about athlete, but about the friend. And he also was the guy who always tell the truth about the level, what he was feeling. And he tells me that Revaz really surprised him that day, because it was not like easy to pin Revaz. It was not easy even to set up with Revaz. And I agree absolutely with these words, because for me, I remember when we was going, it was like semi-final. So it was not for sport who goes to the final. And I was trying to check his wrist, and I even choose to go to the hook with Revaz. And it was long. It was long. I would say arm fight. Of course, it was only match because it was tournament. But I don't remember how many. It was quite a minute we standing in a hook, and I feel that that guy has a power, real horsepower, and
You
it was amazing.
you pulled him with both hands that day, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
which one what was the difference for you? Maybe your hands are not equal, but did you feel the difference between his
Of
as
course, even
hands?
that day it was not the same, but I remember how it was, so I can tell you what was my feelings. On the right, he's definitely endurable guy, because for me it was like first hour round I was very concentrated to pin him, and I pin him in a strap. But it's also about some move which can be uncomfortable for your opponent. And after that, he has couple of tough fights. I actually also have a couple of tough fights. I was having fight with Gennady. It was like fall, after that strap, after that like fight, and somebody else, like a couple of good guys was there. Like a couple of good guys were there, and I remember I was already tired, but Revaz has the same absolutely situation, and he was more endurable. So after that, when we go next fight on the right, he won. He like I'm taking his wrist a little bit, but my biceps was already tired, and Revaz was also tired, but he was better than me, definitely. And I believe that he was more endurable, because like he don't go with the power down after even tough fights. He was able to use his power. About right, about left, it was a little bit different situation, because maybe not the same number of the guys was in the category, yeah. And for me, that day was main guy to defeat was Andre. He defeats me. I was taken second place, but it was honor for me to be with such a guys. That day I'm still a freshman, but that day it was like a student who go to the party with the heroes, something like this. So left strong, very strong, because he pinned Trubin. I mean, Revaz pinned Trubin that day, and Trubin that day was not like easy guy on the left hand.
I remember Trubin beat Pushkar that day, but I forgot which arm was it. Was it left or right? I forgot which one was it.
Honestly, they have tough fight left and right, and probably right. Maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
I
forgot
really,
which arm was
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I remember Trubin beat Pushkar that day. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, but like I said, it's also we need to take into account that both of guys have the previous tough fights, yeah, and it
Yeah.
was how many power guys, how many gas guys bring to the next fights, yeah, because they spent something in the previous rounds, previous matches. But
Yeah.
it was definitely good event, really good event. It was unexpected number of good athletes. It was Andrei Pushkar there, Trubin, which was very powerful there. Gennady Kukinia was there. Revaz was there. Was a couple of guys from
Middleweight category, I believe Hutchings were
Oh
there.
yeah,
Many Western pullers were
yeah,
there as well. John, the
yeah,
GOAT, Travis,
yeah,
so many
yeah,
people, man.
yeah. It was like a lot of really good guys. So and after that day, like I already take into account the power of Revaz. So yeah, he was, also probably it was the same year, if I'm not making mistake, when Revaz was only one person who goes to the World Championship by WAF, and he give troubles for Levan. Like they have a tough match. It was not like flash pin for Levan. It was like something. Probably it was the same year or
Yeah,
next year or
actually,
maybe.
yeah, it was 2018. I talked with Revaz about that one. I believe we were in Pradeep's show. That was my first ever live stream as a translator guy. So shout out to Pradeep. He did the my translating career kickstarting. So we were there with Revaz, and we were talking about his since he was coming back from long pause
Yeah,
on East versus West. The most impressive match we had of Revaz was his battle against Levan on that tournament. And I
yeah,
believe we spoke there with each other, we all three, and Revaz said that he was unlucky. They both, him and Levan, they both were unlucky that this draw, I mean, like they had to face each other beginning of the tournament, like it was sixth match or something.
Yeah.
As I remember, this is what Revaz said, that, and they exhausted themselves so much that it turned out to be a bigger problem for Revaz that day, and that's why Levan was victorious of the entire championship then, and Revaz took maybe fourth place or something because he lost
Yeah.
some other things as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, they were like fresh kind of thing because tournament was just started. It was only six round, six match, and I've never pulled on tournament, but I believe it's like 10 or 15 minutes pause between the matches. It could be some arm wrestlers told me. So yeah, it was fresh and good battle. I believe anytime if Revaz faces Levan, they both go outside. None of them gonna go inside. None of them gonna try some deep waters. But Devon and Gennady, none of them gonna go outside in rematch. They both gonna clash in hook. We know that. That's
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
But also, I remember that, for example, for guys who understand what exactly was happened, they understand that Revaz was very, very high level. That they, and only because of that fight, the tough fight with Levan, like Revaz spent a lot of energy in that fight, and after that, this was the reason that he was not on the stage near to Levan. And I believe Levan also spent the energy, but he just have
Yeah.
more power, and that's why he got upper, but it was not easy, definitely not easy.
Yeah, I will take a look on the chat as well. People are starting to ask if Revaz is coming. I already sent Revaz the link. He knows, but I did not. I have not told you, Alex, yet. But he is right now in the gym, so I'm not sure. He's been in the gym like last 2 hours or so. So I'm not sure if he's deciding to do live stream from the gym or from the car. So maybe
Okay.
he is just in the process of getting outside and stuff like this. So I
Yeah.
already sent the link. He will join whenever he has time. He
Yeah,
knows that
whenever
he has
he
to
will
join
be ready. Yeah.
right any minute now. So, and meanwhile, I'm also watching if he messages me anything, then I will update you guys as well. So let's see, Alex, if there is any question in the chat. They are saying that the Revaz versus Hermes match set. No. The last time in live stream, Alex and I discussed it because of it would be both of us were keen to see that match. It's very interesting match, and yeah, many so other people are saying that it's gonna be a great match whenever it happens. Who is next for Alex? The same questions could be popping up right now because some of them may not have watched your previous live stream, so that's not a surprise. So, do you plan any next? I mean, when he asked? I mean, who is the opponent? Sorry, he asked who is the
Yeah,
opponent.
so like when it will be the end of the summer, who I cannot say for now because it's about the signature, about the contract. So and when it will be officially announced, I will share the information. But definitely
So
can
that's a
say, guys,
tease. That's a tease right there. It's there.
I can definitely say that it will be very strong guy or even guys because probably it will be left and right. So as soon it will
Oh,
be, I will
great
share. But
comeback.
yeah, I'm now like this guy, I'm ready, excited.
It's been over 8 months, I believe, you've been inactive. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I can get that you are eager to pull. Vitaly or Artyom Lagia, good guy. He's suggesting possibly. I guess Alex is not gonna
I'm
disclose
agree.
the
I'm
name.
agree. Of course, we speak about before, but I'm agree. These two guys are very interested. I suppose that guys says about left. So Vitali, Artyom, Dadikian, and now we have the question, of course, about Revaz because he has the match with Artyom in the King of the Table. So also probably he also will be the interesting opponents in the future. But definitely those guys, yeah, this is top guys.
I can officially tell you that Revaz finally has seen the message I sent him of the Zoom link. So I guess he's gonna join us anytime soon.
Give him time. If he train, I so understand him. That this process when you need to do everything.
Anytime I call you, you
Yeah,
are in the gym. You are saying, "I'm training. I'm training."
yeah. It's true, guys. It's true, guys. When Roman calls me, it's most of time when I'm in the gym, and I understand Revaz because it's not only about training. It's about you know, it's like a meditation kind, because you feel cool after. You need to keep in mind that you did everything what you want to do, and after that you go out with this feeling of happiness, because like you know that you make yourself a little bit better, more faster, more experienced, more powerful, and you have some work on yourself. So it's like it's beautiful process to be like the guy who create yourself in some good manner to go to your goals and aims. So yeah, I understand Revaz.
Yeah, there was one question here.
Yeah.
I will return to it. What do you think, Alex, of Michaelo return to Hermes? I think he's versus Lochlan. Michaelo versus Lochlan Adair.
You know, I remember Michael. This guy, very muscular, charismatic guy. He is was a part of the show actually in the same event which we talked about with the Revaz. I mean, this Moldova Opens. Michael was that day there, and he won with the tough guy. So he was not on the stage, not on the finals, but he won with very strong guys. I remember that he preferred Paul in the hook. He's a guy with the strong, big biceps, and with Lachlan, I think it can be interesting match. Maybe if they go inside, and it will be inside Paul, it will be very, very interesting. Probably can, you know, it also depends from both athletes, because it's not at least enough one desire of one athlete if they want to go out or inside, or you need to be very strong and very powerful, and you can convince your opponent by your power to go exactly where you want, inside or outside or whenever you want to do. So yeah, but definitely, yeah, Mike it's a guy who brings some fire into the party.
Yeah. So Revaz is. Meanwhile, I was also talking with Revaz. He had some issue, but I believe we fixed it. And
Okay.
let's see quickly before he joins. He was coming online. Obviously, we are talking about that. There was one question I lost. You fight with Revaz top pro. But Revaz turned himself toward Hutchings too much side pressure. There's one question from Chalo Cartehe. I kinda don't. I will read it out loud. Also, you fight with Revaz. You top pro him, but Revaz turned himself toward Hutchings too much side pressure. He turned
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
himself too much. Now I
It
understand.
was
Now, okay.
about the style. So first it was top row and I'm pin him, but second it was little bit pin of the wrist, but he was able to go by side and he won the second match. So this is probably about the style, and it's actually also about abilities of Revaz that he also can use with open wrist. He shows it with the match with Michael Todd. He also like used the flat wrist press, and he was very good on the side. So actually, he's very powerful. He's like powerful on the wrist, on the hand control, on the side and back pressure. He's actually very well-rounded guy.
Yeah. The guy is asking, Samuel is asking in the chat if Hermes is available. We could also share him our interview here.
Yes,
So if you are okay with that, Alex, I will in the behind the scenes I will send him the link, and if he is up to it, I mean we all four can also.
absolutely, yes, of course. Like, let's bring everyone to the party who is ready to be here. Like, we have
Yeah.
like one guest, but if we have more, it will be pleasure for us.
Okay. So guys, if you have any questions for Revaz as well, just ask here so that I will read beforehand and then I will ask to Revaz. Revaz and Alex have similar frame and build, same potential. Triceps is writing this chrome with triple E, 3E, then ceps.
Yeah, I would say that Revaz is tall. It's a quite big structure of bones and tendons on himself, and yeah, he has a big potential. Definitely, he's already proved it like many times. Many times he proved it.
So technically, we're also talking about you because Triceps compared you to Revaz. So you're saying, yeah, he has good potential.
I'm pleasured to be compared with such a guy like Revaz. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see quickly. Oh, one super chat from the same guy that last time, the HF Razor.
Thank
Alex,
you.
if
Thank you so much.
possible, show us your room. And he's laughing. So
Yes, I will show you definitely, but firstly I need to clean up a little bit because for
yeah,
now, like it will be
me.
nightmare. But definitely I will show. It will be a lot of interesting things. I believe that some stuff, even training stuff I have here, so maybe it will be interesting for you guys.
Oh, there's one interesting question from Mateo Korbanic. I believe he's from Croatia. I could be wrong. I don't know. Ask Alex who is he claim? Why is he claiming? So why are you, Alex, claiming that you are 6'7", when in reality you are same height as Devon 6'5"? So
Guys,
explain yourself, Alex.
yes, I need to tell you, this is the funny thing. About information about the height is the best thing is to compare to the guys, yeah, to the height of the guys, because I remember that information was from university, and I'm not sure how correct it was, but it was always like used this information about high and base. Base, of course, changed, but high, I believe, not changed from that moment. And with Devon, actually, I was a little bit taller always, and it was really funny. I'm serious now. It was one day on the King of the Table when Devon has the match with Levan. We was approximately the same. Yeah, I know it sounds funny, but it was like that. I don't know. It's about difference, of course. When you get up in the morning, some difference, 1 centimeter or two, I don't know how much, and of course how your body weighs about this. But to compare, I would say that I'm a little bit slightly higher than Devon, yeah, because on the pictures there is like a comparison.
Revaz is here. Revaz is
Oh
finally
yeah,
here. Rezo
brilliant.
გამარჯოს, როგორ ხარ Rezo?
კარგად,
როგორც
კარგად,
იქნა?
შენ როგორ ხარ? ის ვის ჩემი ხმა?
კი, კარგად ისმის.
გამარჯობა.
გამარჯობა.
გაუმარჯოს ალექსას, გაუმარჯოს.
გამარჯოს
Nice to
Alex.
see you.
გაგიმარჯოს.
გაუწესო და
Yeah, so guys, finally Revaz is here, so go ahead, ask the questions. Rezo, ესე იგი, როგორც შევთანხმდით, დროში ვარ შეზღუდული და პირდაპირ კითხავ პირველ კითხვას, რა შვები როგორ ახარ, აბა? ტრენინგიდან მოდიხარ, ვიცი და
რავი, კარგად. არა, აქა ვარ, ეხა ვარჯიშზე ვარ. გრეკის ზალაში ვარ. გრეკი ხო იცი?
გრეკ გამომარჯოს კი, როგორ არა?
ძმარი, დუგო, ეხა დაიმახსოვრეთ ევროპაზე მიდის, დაგლიჯავს ყველაფერს.
ძალიან კარგი. So,
თან ვარჯიში თან ინტერვიუ.
he's gonna work out me. რა ვიცი, აბა, ბედა Alexi.
Tell Revaz that I'm happy that he here, and it's cool to see how he trained with the guys and the atmosphere of the gym. So it's pleasure for us that Revaz is here.
ჩვენთვის რომ დიდი პატივი არისო და მიხარია რომ ესეთი ატმოსფეროთი შემოგვიერთაო, ხალისი შეგძინაო და პატივია ჩვენთვისო რომ ეხა მოიცალაო და ის არის გადაუთავი ორი სიტყვით შენ რაც თქვი წერხან რომ so he basically, like you already saw guys, he joined from his friend's gym, Craig. We already saw him his first from my videos, and I believe some of others too. So yeah, he's right now gonna train something and also join our conversation here. So Rezo, ეხა კითხავ რას იცი? ასეთი კითხვა იყო რომ რას ფიქრობ, რა გააკეთე ისეთი არასწორია მოროზოვის წინააღმდეგ, იმიტომ რომ ეთყობა გულში ჩარჩათ ადრე, რო თქვი გამოსვლაზე, რომ რა გააკეთე ისეთი არასწორიო, რამაც ასე ვთქვათ ჰუქში შეგიყვანაო რა, ჰუქს რო ვერ გაცდი მოროზოვთან, რომ რა აქენი ეგეთი არასწორიო.
რავი, ბევრი რა, ეხა ესე დეტალურად ბევრი რამე რა, უფრო მე ვფიქრობ, რომ აი ბევრმა ვარჯიშმა გამიტაცა რა, უფრო შტანგას მივაწექი და მაგასთან დამაკლდა რა მუშაობა და ხელზეც რაღაც ისე გამოვედი და მაგიტო რა ალბათ რა. თან რა იყო იცი იმას რაღაც ისე ვიყავი რა ალბათ რა არ იყო რა ალბათ ჩემი დღე რა რაღაც ისე ავიჭერი ვაფშე ისე დავფრინავდი რა და ზოგადად ამჭირს ეგეთი რაღაცეები რომ აი ხვაზე ხარ რა დაუბრია რაღაც ემოციებში ისე რომ და რაღაც ისე ვიყავი რა ვაფშე ხუქში კი არა რას ვაკეთებდი ვაფშე არ მახსოვს ეგის რა ხო ხდება საერთოდ ეგრე რა მე უფრო მაგას ვფიქრობ რომ ძალიან ბევრი ვივარჯიშე ან წონებით რა ხო ხდები რა გამიტაცა ხო იცის რა რაღაცა და ჟიმები და ბიცეპსები და აი და უი და რაღაცა და მაგიდას ხო და მაიქ რო უკვე მაგიდასთან რომ მივედი აი მან მივხვდი რომ გარუჩ დამეხსნა რა ორე რა ეხა მე ისე იქაც ისე თქვი და ეხაც ვიძახი რომ არ არის ეხა სუსტი და რაღაცა ისეთი ის მაგრამ რავი ალბათ მომავალში შევხვდებით და მე უფრო გამოჩნდება.
So to answer your question, Lagia, basically he said that everything what he did against Morozov was wrong, and the reason is he's also joking. Meanwhile, guys, the reason is that he was lacking of the table time. He was just he got more and more focused on weightlifting. He got carried away that much because he loves also weightlifting. And right now he's much more prepared, and there would be a different result against Morozov if he somehow faces in future. So that was the main reason.
I would like to ask about percentage difference for now. How stronger Revaz now from his shape with Artem in the percentage?
და ეხლა რო შეადარო შენი ახლანდელი ფორმა აი არტემის წინააღმდეგ გამოხდი იმ ფორმას.
ანუ ნახე როგორ რაღაცა იყო იცი ჯანით ანუ ძალა და მომზადება ანუ ფიზიკური მომზადება თითქმის ორივე ისე ვიყავი რა ნუ შეიძლება ეხა ცოტა ისე მაგრამ ანუ მკლავჭიდურად რასაც ქვია მკლავჭიდის ვარჯიშები მაგიდასთან მუშაობა და ის ეხა უფრო ძალიან ისე ვიყავი რა დახვეწილად იმიტომ რომ ძალიან ისე დამაკლდა რა იქ რა მუშაობა თქო ჯანით არაფერი ის არ იყო რა რო გითხრა რომ ეხა ჯანით უფრო მაშინ უფრო სუსტად ვიყავი და რამე არა უბრალოდ არის მაგდა რა მაგიდასთან მუშაობა და ხეზე მუშაობა და რაღაც ხო ხდები რა
მივხვდი რასაც
მაგდა რა მკლავჭიდი კონკრეტულად მაგიდასთან და იმასთან მუშაობა თორე ეხა ჯანი შეიძლება მაშინ უფრო ისე ჯანზე ვიყავე დორო რავი 230 ჟიმებს და იმებს ისე ვწევდი ვითომაც არაფერი და დავიკარგე რა მე უკვე რა ხო ხდები
Kasagedi. So he said that the speaking of his strength wise he was not that much different from what he is right now. He said that half a joke, he said that maybe he was even stronger back there. But the thing is he now trained so much more with the table, so much more than he was preparing against Morozov, that he managed to utilize all the strength in necessary movements and necessary spots. So basically he said that he was lacking arm wrestling back then if he compares to his current shape. So right now he's better arm wrestler, not necessarily stronger.
I see.
Yeah. გადაუთარგმნე რაც კი ყველაფერი.
I maybe ask for later, if it's possible, to show his favorite exercise there, if it's possible. If he like what his favorite exercise, what he do like.
შენი საყვარელი აი ამ თუთას ხო ხავარჯიშობო რა და სახეზია ფაქტია და შენი საყვარელი ვარჯიში რა არისო რო გითხრაო რა და თუ შეძლებ შეიძლება დემონსტრაციაც გავიკეთო რა სანამ მანხარ
ბიცეპსი რა ფრანცუსკით
Alex got
Francis bicepsi.
Yeah, Alex, you already know what he said.
Yeah, I need to learn some Georgian.
Რამდენი გავაკეთე? 152 გავაკეთე 4 ჯერ. მერე ლევანამ გადაჯოგრა.
So this specific barbell they use for that helps you to grip better and engage more brachioradialis. With that barbell, just bicep curls like Levan did last time, and he რამდენი გააკეთე ბოლოს რა თქვი 145
152 გავაკეთე 4-ში.
He did 152 kg bicep curls just like Levan did 4 reps. But then Levan out of nowhere just did the more impressive, so I guess they did not upload the video. I don't know. He did not specify that. He just said that his favorite movement is that curling, and he did his best is 152 for reps. So that's very impressive.
Amazing result. Definitely.
საოცარი შედეგია. საოცარი. მოიცა ხა ალექსს ვკითხავ ეს რამდენს აკეთებს. Alex, how much you are doing actually?
I'm honestly not doing for max. I do 100 for 10 reps, like in this type of hold. So here, not to hold here, but on the surface.
And so your max, you just don't train for max, maybe not risking injury or something.
I do at least 10 or 8 reps. Like maximum for 10 reps is 100 or 110.
Okay. Rezo, ესე იგი მე მაქსიმალურზე არ ჩალიჩოპო რა ეს კითხვა რომ დაუსვი, პროსტა 100 კილოსო წევო ეგრეო აი 8 ჯერო რა. ანუ შენ უკვე ხვდები განსხვავება რაც არის.
ე ბატონო.
Rezo, Hermes-ის წინააღმდეგ რო დაგინიშნო შეხვედრა რას ფიქრობ? Now I'm asking about him versus Hermes.
რა, მე მგონი მაგარი შეხვედრა იქნება ჩემი აზრით.
He thinks that will be a great match, really good match. If that needs to be set, he believes it's gonna be a great match. ანუ ფიქრობ რომ ნამდვილად ისეულ მოწინააღმდეგე გეყოლება და შენ
რა თქმა უნდა, რაც Hermes ძალიან მაგარი ბიჭია და ნუ რაღაც ისე ეწევა რომ საინტერესო იქნება ჩვენი გადაწევა, ხელსაც ისე წევს რა. აი, ალბათ ახლა მომავალში
კი, მე მგონი დრო არის. უკვე ისეთი შედეგი აჩვენე წინაზე, რო კი. So გადაუთარგმნი ხა. So I asked, like I said, about him versus Hermes, and he said that the way Hermes is arm wrestling, the Hermes style is very interesting for him because that would be a good stylistically against him. They're gonna show. I mean, they're gonna go the same way. We know. So he said stylistically, he feels it's very exciting for him to pull Hermes, and Hermes is a very great, worthy opponent. There is no doubt. He said, obviously, and he said that he believes in future that there is a big potential of that match to be set. Yeah. And he's just waiting right now and training, as you can see.
Also would like to ask Revaz about his favorite thing for grip power. How he increased, because he has amazing hand control, like all the time.
Grip?
Yes, yeah. What his favorite thing for the grip power to improve?
შენი საყვარელი, აი შენო ალბათ ხელში ძლიერი მოჭერაც გექნებაო რა, ასე გითხრა და თუ აკეთებო მაგასო და რამდენი არისო რო გითხავ შენი.
ესე გეკეთე. არა, არასდროს არ მიცდია რა, აფში არ მევასწავლე.
He has never tried.
რაჟე ერთხელ ვიღაცა მომაწოდა ის რო არა, ქვია რა, ოკეტავენო რაღაც კარტას რო უდები.
ხო.
არ მიცდია არასდროს ვაფშე. არ მევასება ეგეთი რაღაცები, არა პონტიეველი.
He doesn't like that thing. These COC grippers we see. He mentioned that somebody tried to.
Oh, რაღაც ისულელები იმაჩნია ვითომ ჯანზე რო ხარ და რაღაც ლომს იღუნავენ და რაღაც ქვებს წერენ. აი.
He's kind of looking down on those type of specific videos where people show off their only grips or just dealing with some iron in the non-arm wrestling way. So he thinks that that's more of a joke. Now he was... He's saying that the way also he mentioned Vitaly Lalekin. We know how he's strong with bending the nails. So he said that why is he trying to do that type of exercises? He's as Revaz is interested because Revaz doesn't think that would give him vitally benefits to arm wrestling more than actually he's damaging his hands, So it's kind of also very risky. We are talking about steel, iron, some things like this, and to bend them, it requires huge strength. So he is surprised why is he doing something like this, and also some things like how does it call when you pans, right? When you fry the eggs or something, and he said that he should be better fry the eggs on those pans rather than bending them. That was the joke he said. Yeah.
Understand. And I have a question. When did they have last practice, Revaz and Gennady, and how it was on the practice? It was like dominance of Revaz, or it was equal, or it was dominance of Gennady?
I think I know the answer, but still I will ask, obviously. Rezo, შენ და გენადის ბოლო გადაწევაზეო, თუ აი ხელი როცა ან რეალურ გადაწევას არ ამბობს, აი პრაქტიკაშიო, აი როცა ისპარინგეთოთ, ბოლოსო აი რას გვეტყვი მაგის შესახებ, რამდენად ახლო იყო ბრძოლა ან რაღაცა და შენ კი იცი ხა რასაც გულისხმობს და რაც გინდოდეს გითხარი რა.
არა ჯანზია, ეხა ეგრე ვარჯიშზე ვერ გაიგებ, ხო ხვდები რა, ხან ისევ ხვდებით, რომ ხან ეგ არის დაღლილი, ხან მე ვარ დაღლილი და
ანუ თანაბარია, ასე გამოდის.
ხო, ეხა მაგას ვარჯიშებზე ვერ იმას იზავ რა, ვერ.
ხო, გადაუთავ. He's saying that those practice.
ეხა მაგიდასთან არ დადგები რეალური სანამ შეგიქნება. No, ისე ხარ, ამიხდი ხო ხვდები.
Colombian ხარჯები. კი, მივწმენდასაც. Like Levan is also always saying, he said that during those practice pulls, you cannot determine just pulling 100%. You cannot pull 100%. Therefore, you cannot determine who is actually a better arm wrestler because it's totally different once you are very serious and it's like there are many things on the scale. When it's real match, it's totally different. So he said that sometimes when we spar, it depends on. Sometimes I'm exhausted when we pull. Sometimes he's exhausted. He's coming from the weightlifting or something. So it goes back and forth. That's why he said from the beginning. He said that those type of practice pulls he would not tell you that would give any like serious results of who is actually better than the other. So I guess we could take it as they are equal. I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we have some questions from the viewers.
Yeah, there's a super chat. Any psychological tricks you use before a competition? Do you know your 1 RM or you avoid them? 1 RM. I don't know. Do you get what is 1 RM? 1 arms.
Maybe
so
it's about
basically, basically you could answer about the competition. What type of psychological tricks do you use, Alex? But so I will. I don't know. He said do you, so he didn't specify the name. I will ask both, I guess. Rezo, rame psicologiურ იმას ასე ვთქვათ, ზეწოლას და რამეს ხომ არ იყენებ ხოლმე შენ მოწინააღმდეგეებზე, როცა გამოდიხარო. ფული გადაიხადა კაცმა, იკითხა, კითხვა დასვა და უნდა მეკითხა. ფსიქოლოგიურად როგორ წნეხის ქვეშ ამყოფებს შენს ოპონენტებს, აბა?
რა, ჩვეულებრივად. ეგეთი
Yeah, he doesn't do He's saying that I don't know what that guy is meaning. Is he meaning to before the competition reach to this guy's room and deal with their psychology or something, or what type of overwhelmingness he's meaning? He was kind of joking about that. Obviously, he doesn't do any type of psychological. He just goes armless. And Alex, before you answer, you could always answer them once our guest is done with the answering.
ადამიანი როცა ემზადება რაღაც ისეთ სიტუაციაშია და რაღაცა და ხა ფსიქოლოგიურად როგორ მოსიაშინა არ არის.
ხო, ეგ გადაუთარნე რა. He said this, he repeated
არიან ეხა მინახია სპორტსმენები იმის ნახევრები არ არიან როცა შეხვედრა აქვს და მაგასაც შეჯიბი როცა ანუ როცა შეჯიბზე გადიან როგორც ისეთი ისაა რომ არ უჩვენა ხო ხდები და
He said that it depends not on the guy.
განცდა ჩემ თავზეც რო ვთქვა მეც ამაქვს რაღაც ისეთი განცდა, მაგრამ აი უფრო ისე გადამყავს რომ მიდი და ახლა განცდა ყველას აქვს, მე ესე ვფიქრობ, იმიტომ რომ მაშინ გიჟი უნდა იყო რა, რაღაც ისეთი ტიპი უნდა იყო, რომ აი ხო ხტები რა.
So he said that it depends more of the your opponent rather than you, because some people just goes through the match, they don't care about anything. But he said that most people usually are nervous or maybe even afraid or something at some levels, and they because the upcoming match for them could be very meaningful. So it totally depends on the opponents. Against you, because he said that he is not trying to overwhelm their opponents psychologically, but if their opponents are overwhelmed without Revaz doing anything, it's still gonna have effect. So that's why he said that it depends on the other guy, usually for him at least, he said. And then he said from other guys' perspective, he said that everybody has some type of upset things, like sometimes they are nervous and stuff, and he said that even he himself have been such a typical situation, worrying about the match. So that's obvious in nature. And I will ask about the AMC tournament. Many questions. My Georgian guy is asking the question. So briefly, and we can chat about other things, Alex, once because he is time limited,
Yeah, of course.
Rezu.
ისმენ
ასეთი კითხვა ინტრიგა არის სტუდიაში. AMC-ზე გამოდისო? აპირებსო რაღაცა ხმები დადისო?
არა მგონია რომ გამოვიდა, ხო?
He doesn't think that he will pull at AMC. და რატო? I'm asking why. რატო? კაი პრიზებია და. შენ ვიჩველი მოიგე ხა მან ყველა ვარიანტში, მაგრამ რა.
ეხა ეგრეთ ვერ იტყვი, ეხა წინასწარ წავიდე მოვიგო, ისა. ნუ მე მგონია რომ კარგად გამოვალ, მაგრამ რავი, რაღაც კი ვფიქრობდი რაღაცას, მაგრამ ეხა გადავიფიქრე რა. იმით რომ მე მგონი რომ არ წავალ რა.
ხო, ბევრი რამეა მესმის. შეიძლება ისე დროს ემთხოვა რომ მე ის თვერს უსწრებს მოგიწევს რაღაც ან ტრამვაი კიდო ღმერთმა არქნას.
კი და თან თან ისე იმავშვები რა, ეხა მე იქით უკვე მომზადებას რო დავიწყებ, რაღაც ისე არ გამოვიდეს და.
მივხვდი რომ ეგ იგულისხმობს. So guys, he said that the reason is he was from the beginning, some while ago, he was thinking about participating on it, but it was briefly because he did the scales. There could be some possible injuries. Then he also obviously need to avoid by participating in other tournament. Obviously, his priority is East versus West, and he said that then after that competition, he would need some time to prepare for his upcoming matches on East versus West when there is something. So he just doesn't want to risk reliability of his performance on East versus West. And AMC tournament is, he said that I told him that you could definitely win there, and he said that no matter what people think, it could be the level that risks your injury. It is not the easy tournament, so that's why he's trying to do a priority of East versus West and be constantly preparing for it rather than go in other tournaments and risk the injury and not have enough time to prepare and fail the match. That's his reason. But he was really thinking at first, but that's the reason why he changed his mind. So some people asking if Sabin Badulescu going to AMC. I mean, Lagia is asking. Lagia is joking right now. So I will ask one other question.
Badulescu არის ჩემი ძმა, Badulescu-ს ახსენებდი?
ხო, Badulescu ახსენე, შეიძლება ეგ წავიდესო ვიღაცამ დაწერა chat-ში რა. He saying that Sabin Badulescu is his brother. He's a good guy.
Legenda.
He's a legend, he say.
He's serious?
Yeah.
მე ხო ადრე ისე ვარჯიშობდი ხოლმე რა, ანუ მსოფლიო ევროპაზე რო გამოვდიოდი. აი როგორ ვარჯიშობდი, იცი? ერთი თვე თან ასაჩი ვიღლებდი ხოლმე რა და ბოლოს მივიდოდი პროსტა დავრბოდი ხოლმე რა. მართლა გეუბნები, აი ძალიან ისე ვარჯიშობდი ხოლმე და ერთხელ შემხვდა ეგ ასაჩი, Badulescu. ხო და რავი, ძალიან ისე მოუგე რა და მწერდა რომ შამოვალო საქართველოსიო, ფულსაც გადაგიხდი და მავარჯიშეო რა ჯანზე იყავი და მეთქი ამას უხსენი, უარ ვარჯიშობ ვაფშე და უაზე რა შეჯიბრის წინ რომ მივდივარ ხوازე ხარ ეხა დარბაზში უხსენი ამას იმენა რა მიქენიო და იმის მერე იმენა ძმაკაცო კაიკაცია
გადაუთები მაშინ ეგა როგორც ქენი
უთხარ
So he was joking at some point, but you will get the idea. He said that he brought up the one example of his experience from one of the WAFs or some like European could be. He doesn't exactly remembers, but there were. He said that during those times, he basically for the preparation of those championships, he used to just do a training and all the stuff, but then also it was like very light training from him. I guess he meant that he didn't take it that much serious, and only he was like prior to this event day of the tournament, he like several days or maybe even weeks before, he was just running and doing cardio. So all the trainings was already done back there, and he was saying that once he met in 110 kg category, Sabin Badulescu, they had to pull each other at one tournament, European or somewhere, and he beat Sabin very easy. And then Sabin was like asking him Sabin would actually come to Georgia and ask Revaz to actually teach me how the hell did you do that, Yeah. So, but then he said that Sabin is really good person and a humble guy. And that's why he said that they are in a good terms of relationship. Yeah.
I have 2 questions, like which is very popular but not smart. First of all, what his favorite Georgian food or food in generally, if he wants to go to somewhere? What is it? And second one, what is his max in bench press? It's like stupid kind of question which everyone's sometimes asks big guys.
Okay. Meanwhile, he's also giving some coordinations to other guys because he's also a trainer right now. Where he said something Georgian, he told other guy to don't do that, do this. I will translate both questions. Rezo, ორი კითხვა ასეთი არ უკავშირდება კლუბით, მაგრამ ისე რა, ცოტა რომ ვიხაროს. საყვარელი ქართული ან ქართულს არ აქვს მნიშვნელობა, საყვარელი საჭმელიო და ასევე მაქსიმუმ რამდენს წელ ჟიმზეო რა. ჟიმლოჟა.
საჭმელი რა ვიცი, მე მგონი ყველაფერი მიყვარს, ხო გრეკ?
He loves all type of foods in Georgia, every type of foods.
ბატო უცხოვრები სუში, პიცა, რავი.
And non-Georgian sushi and pizza.
აზიური სამზარეულო მევასება მაგრად რა და
Asian cuisine he really loves. Yeah.
მე ესე მოკლედ რო ვთქვა, მე საჭმელს ვაფშე არაფერს არ ვიცოდე.
To say briefly, he doesn't say no to any type of food. As long as it's food, he just
გველის ხორციც რო იყოს, იმენა შევჭამ.
He said that even if it was a snake meat, Abiliba would eat it. That's what he said.
ora ჟიმლოჟას რა შეეხება იმან მომამზადა რა ქვია ბატონი ნუგზარ დავითურმა ჩვენი ძმა და მეგობარი და ანუ ადრე ეხა ამ ერთი წლის იმაში რაც დავიწყე ეხა ეს ამ ისვეჩი გამოსვლა და აკვარჯიში თავიდან რომ მივედი ნუგზარისთან პირველი მასზე აუწიე მე მგონი 170 ანუ სანამ რო დავიწყე რა უკვე ეს შიმები და რაღაც ის უკვე დასაწყისში და ბოლოს 230 დავაფიქსირე რა ძალიან ადვილად ავწიე ალბათ 240-აც ავწევი და 250-აც
ეგვიდეო მაგ ნანახი კი და მე ვფიქრობ მეცაც
ანუ სანამ 230 ავწიე მანამდე გავიარე 190 ავწიე 6 ჯერ მერე 200 ერთხელ 210 220 და 230 ავწიე ანუ ფიქრობ ისე რომ მივსულიყავი ანუ შეჯიბრის რაღაც სტილში თუ რასაც ვიერთი 250-აც ალბათ ავწევდი რა და რახოთ ეხლა თუ ახლო მომავალში არ მექნება ისე ქვია შეჯიბრი რაღაც შეიძლება ერთი ის ეგეც გავიარო ფიქრობ
რეკორდის პონჩი
ხო რა იმიტომ ძალიან მაგრად მოუმატე რა თან რავი ხა ვაჯიშე ალბათ თვენახევარი 2 თვეში მოხდა ეს ყველაფერი რა
გადაუთარგმნი ახლა So first question he already discussed
ბატონი ნუგზარ დავითურის დამსახურება არის
გასაც ჩავაქსო
ლეგენდა კაცია ჩვენი ძმა და მეგობარია ჩვენი სენსეი.
There's a Georgian legend, really good friend of Revaz and the team. They are there. Nugzar Davituri is the guy, and he's responsible of actually getting Revaz to his bench press type of journey. And he said that back in when he just rejoined the arm wrestling at East versus West time, so he said like roughly 1 year ago or so, he said when he started to do bench press, he did like at the beginnings he did like maximum 170 kg, but lately the day when he pulled his 1 rep max was 230 kg, but he said that before he lifted 230 kg, he did 190 kg 6 reps, then 200 one times, 210 one times, 220 one times, and then he did 230 one time. And he said that he felt like he could have actually pushed bench press 250 kg. And he said lastly that if his next East versus match is not that much soon, he could actually try to do personal record again.
Yeah, this is amazing actually. Yeah, maybe we have
some
extra question from the chat, or we can do ourselves what they ask, what the people wants to know.
ეხა ჩატშიც ნახავ რამდენი გვაქვს დრო რეზო შემახსენე რო არ შენ არ დაგაგვიანო არ მოგაცდიო
არ ვიცი რამდენი გავიდა იქ არ ვიცი
სადღაც აი უახლოვდებით ნახევარ საათს და ალბათ რავი 10-15
წუთი კი ბატონო
So we have like 10-15 minutes until Revaz has to go. I just made sure. ეხა ჩატში გადავხედავ კითხავს რეზო და კითხავ. Meanwhile, Alex, there was a question. Do you speak Georgian? Just answer the question. So because he said that you are understanding some things, several things that Revaz said. Do you speak actually Georgian, Alex, secretly?
My answer in the future, I will speak more and more.
ანუ ერთმა კითხა Alex, თვითონ რო შენ რაღაცებს გებულობ, მაგრამ Revaz რო გილაპარაკებაო და ქართული ყვარით შემთხვევით და ამან უპასუხა რომ ნენელა სწავლობ მეც და მეც რა. Okay. შემდეგი კითხვა არის ასეთი რა. There is a super chat again from DHF Razor. Thank you for the super chat. There should be some game to play before arm wrestling match. We've seen rock paper scissors, but we could have an online chess match or something. That's a good proposal. ასეთი შეთავაზება გააკეთა ერთ-ერთმა ტიპმა, რომ ანუ მატჩის წინო, კლავჭიდის მატჩის წინო, ასეთი რამე თამაში უნდა ითამაშონო რა. ზოგი თამაშობსო იმასო, ყვა ბადემაკრატევსო და ზოგმაო, ეხა რა ვქნათ რამე ონლაინ ჭადრაკი ვითამაშოთ, მან რაღაცო და იქ გადაწყდესო რა, ასეთი შეთავაზება გააკეთა. 5 ევრო გადაიხადა ამაში. ტიპა კითხვა დასვა. ხალხს მოწონს კარგი იდეაო. ასე ბევრმა გაგიმეორა კითხვა რას ფიქრობ ერმეს და დენის რო შეხვდეო მოუგებო რომელიმესო რომელს უფრო მოუგებო ასეთი კითხვა არის როგორ მოგიქართულო რა
მე რო შევხვდე თუ ერმეს და დენის რო შევხვდე
შე რო შეხვდე ერთსაც და მეორესაც სიტყვაზე ვამბობ აი რომელი უფრო მარტივი ან რთული ან ორივეს თუ მოუგებ ასეთი კითხვა დასვა რა
ხო ეხა თუ მომემზადები მოსაგებად მომემზადები და ისევ ამ იმაში რა ქვია Greg Jimmy
So I asked about the question
there was მე მგონი რომ ვერავინ ვერ გამიძლებს იმიტომ რომ Greg ჩემი მარჯვენა ხელია მოდი აქ
He's talking with Greg
აი ყველაფერს უზრუნველყოფს რა თავის მასაჟები თავის იმით ეს არის ჩვენი მარჯვენა ხმა მარტო ჩემი კი არა ჩემი გენადისი ვასოსი
ვიცით
დუგოსი და რავი აი კაროჩე რა
So this is the Craig's gym right there
Sastiki
and he's like very good
მე ალექსი წოიქნება ბაისტაში დავაცნობ ხა ისე ყველა გაიცნო ლარატი ყველა,
абсолютно.
Супер.
Гаспарини и
გასპარინი არა.
да, Гаспарини и этот.
ზენგი არისო.
ხო,
დენისი
Джерри
არისო.
Кадерет, да, Джерри Кадерет тоже арისო.
არისო.
Да, да.
დემინ არისო.
He
ბევრი.
speaks Russian and Georgian at the same time.
მასი არისო თეთრი წენი.
тоже ხო. Alex
არისო.
He's naming the people he would love to meet. Craig. So you were also then in the name. So next time you will meet each other. You and Craig.
Roman.
Yes.
Alex also 200 centimeter.
I will ask 203 or something.
Yeah.
How much you are? Yeah.
Like similar with Revaz. So
Similar with Revaz. Revaz is nairi არის რა. ან დაახლოებით 2 მეტრამდე 2 და 3 ფეხსაცმელსაც გააჩნია რა.
არა, ჩემზე მაღალია.
შენ რამდენი ხარ? 96 რა.
რა, ეგრე 96 ვარ რა.
So Revaz said he's more like 196, something like that. Yeah. So what
და ეს თუ მოემზადებით, მე მგონი რომ მოსაგებად წავალთ. მაგრამ ეხა რომელს უფრო ვიმად
Now he's
გადავწყვეტ.
seriously answering the question.
ხო, ეს უკვე ისეთი თემაა, რომ ანუ სანამ არ შეხვდები ერთსაც და ხელს სანამ არ ჩაკიდებ და ანუ პირველი ის ხო იცი თუ არ იქნება, უკვე ძნელია მაგისტრის ანალიზის გამოტანა რა.
ხო, გასაგებია.
გადაუთარგმნე და მე მეგეთყვი.
გადაუთარგმნე და მე შენ მითხარ კი ბატონო. So Alex, he said there was the question actually what would he do against like the two options of match versus Revaz versus Hermes and match him versus Dennis. So they asked the opinion of his and he said that if he would prepare in this Craig's gym he would be undefeatable. That was the first answer. But for serious, he said that until you like grip up with the arm wrestler, you don't know. I mean, he knows Hermes' style, he knows Dennis' style, but he cannot say, "Oh, I'm gonna be this guy. And I will have troubles with that guy." I mean, he has to grip up. He has to know what is the deal. I mean, yeah, that's the basic case. And Craig wanted to me translate this, and then he wants to also say something, so I will let him. Craig, აბა გითხარი, ისი თქმა გინდოდა?
უბრალოდ მე მიდოდა მეთქვა, რომ ჩვენ აქ ესე ვემზადებით, რომ აბსოლუტურად ყველას გაუძნელდება რეზოსთან, საერთოდ ყველას. აბსოლუტურად ყველას. საერთოდ ყველას. Everyone.
ისე მუშაობთ.
Yes.
He said that
მაღალი ნათქვამი არ გამოგვივა. ყველაფერს ისე ვიძახით.
კი, ზუსტად. იმიტომ რომ უკვე ვიცით რა და როგორ და ვიცით რა წუნები და რა წუნები აკეთებენ პირველი ადამიანები პლანეტაზე.
რა, ერთი წელი გახდა ეხლა რა.
ჩვენ მე მგონი უფრო ძლიერები ვართ, так что
ნახოთ
რა. აი დროგი და რა დრო.
так что რა და როგორ ჩვენ ვიცით უკვე. აი, უთხარი?
დასაჭირო დრო.
He said that before Revaz obviously said the joke, if he would prepare in Craig's gym, he would be undefeatable against Hermes and Dennis and everybody. But now Craig said the same thing, but serious manner. So he said that they all been training like a year already. They know exactly the weaknesses or type of the pinpoint exercises that need to be prepared more than the others. So basically, Craig was saying that the way Revaz is preparing now, when he's prepared now, is that absolutely anybody could have a problem with against him, and also he basically said that he could technically beat anybody, and he repeated anybody like several more times, so to make sure that Revaz is in a great shape and different level right now than he was before.
So I would like to say that it's great that Revaz have such a good person, has such a good friend like Greg, and I also know Greg maybe from the conversation by Instagram, but I know that it's a special place where the guys train, and I know it's a special gift which Greg gives, and he gives a lot of hard preparation of guys who prepared in his gym. And also I would like to ask Greg opinion. how much time Revaz need, for example, to go with Levan match? And did he won such a match between Levan and Revaz, or it's like not his like favorite match?
I think Craig knows English. Yeah.
I think
Quick, Craig.
Even after 3 months, we're already ready. After 3 months, we're ready to beat absolutely everyone, even Levan.
Okay.
That's a
Without
big
problem. Yes.
That's a big words, and I believe there is a reason behind those words as well. I love Levan, I love Revaz. They are fellow guys.
I love everyone. Yes,
yeah.
but
yeah. So me. Now he translates what he did say. Awesome. Yeah. So Revaz is also obviously agreeing with whatever Craig just said, or everything that he said. So me as a Georgian guy, I cannot be any more proud because I'm so proud to have Levan. I'm proud to have Revaz, Gennady, Irakli, Bacho, and so many others. I keep trying to miss the name, so I will just stop counting. So I am really proud to hear those words from Craig and from Revaz because in my beliefs, Revaz is also one of the highest. Like you see the mountain there, it's not Everest, but it's a huge mountain, I believe. And Revaz could be that mountain that would stand right next to the number one guy, who is Levan right now. So I'm coming from a Georgian guy's perspective. I could not be any more proud in this case. Yeah, that's what
absolutely understandable, and this is amazing level. And it's really so cool that guys such a level, like the strongest guys in the world, they are from one country, and especially when they train in one gym, they helps each other to become better and better and better. And actually that's I wish to Revaz, to go better and help the guys who help him, so like to go with the team. So it will be good for all the Georgian teams, because I believe that Revaz, it's a kind of motivation for guys who maybe only start their career now, but they already have such great examples of power and athleticism in such guys like Revaz, Gennady, Levan, and other Georgian stars.
Yeah, thank you. There is before I translate, there is since we are in time limited, there is the question from Neil Hans. He is asking to please ask what's the for this is question for both of you. Cup, side pressure, riser, how much do you can pull? So now I will ask Revaz, and then you can also.
I will be answering.
Rezo, აი სანამ გაგიშოთ ახლა უკვე დაგემშვიდობებით მალე, აი ბოლო კითხვას ერთ-ერთმა ფანმა დასვა, რომ ანუ სპეციფიურ მაჯის ვარჯიშებზე დასვა კითხვა, რომ აი უკან წევის, აი back pressure-ს რო ეძახიან, აი ასე პირამიდით, მაჯის აი ეს cup რო არის მაჯის მოხრით და side pressure. აი ამ მოძრაობებშიო თუ შეგიძლია რომ ციფრები გვითხრაო, ან ნომრები, ან კილოები აინტერესებს, შენი მაქსიმუმები რა. თუ შეგიძლია რომ გითხრა.
ესე იმათ ეხა წონები და ესე კონკრეტულად არ მახსოვს, მაგრამ საერთოდ რა იყო იცი, ანუ მაჯას ვარჯიშში დავიწყე, არ ვაკეთებდი ხოლმე რა, ძალიან ისეთი ძლიერი მტევანი მქონდა, მეტი. აი მაჯას ვაფშე არ ვაკეთებდი რა.
არ გჭირდებოდა.
არ ვაკეთებდი, ხო ხარ და მე ეხა რომ მასავქენი, ხო? დამისუსტა, ასაჩიო ვიკლებდი, დამისუსტა მასტრად და აი ძალიან დამისუსტა და დაჟე 1-2 ისეთი ტრავმა ავიდე რა, ხო ხტები რა. ხო და მე აზნემსები გავიკეთე და ცოტა ხანი ვატყობდი რომ აი მეთიშებოდა რა, აი ვაფშე მეთიშებოდა. ეხა სიმართლე რო გითხრა, რაც აი 3 თვე მოვემზადე, ეხა ჩემთვის აი მტევანს ძალიან დიდი ყურადღება მივაქციე რა. და რავი შედეგიც მე მგონი მივიღე,
მაგრამ ასე რო ვთქვა,
ო ისე გავაძლიერებ რომ რავი აი ხო ხტები რა.
შენი მაქსიმუმი გააკეთე, ასე გამოდის.
არა, მაქსიმუმი არ გამიკეთებია რა. ეხლა უფრო ისე ვარჯიშობ ტევანზე, ძალიან დიდი ისა ყურადღება გაეტანე.
აჰა. მაგრამ წონა ზუსტად ვერ გვეწყო მაინც რამდენი
წონა ალბათ რავი აი ბლოგზე მაგალითად რო ვთქვა ესე იმათ 1.90 კილო მიკეთებიან რუჩკით რა ქვემოდანაც განტელით ალბათ 1.85-90 კილო მიკეთებიან ეს განტელით რო აკეთებენ ეგეც მიკეთებიან
და აი ასე გვერდზე ანუ გვერდითი გაწევით
ეგრეც ხო ალბათ 1.90 კილო
ოკეი აი ეხლა მაგას გადავუთარგმნი და მე დავასრულებ
კი ბატონო
So he said that usually his wrist was so strong he did not necessarily train specifically for that one back in his Europeans and the world's like WAF times. But then once he actually had to drop his weight to compete in different weight category and then he got injured. He felt his wrist was getting weaker and weaker after that injury. He tried to come back and stuff like this, but it was very tough for him. But then recently he said specifically preparing for Dave Chaffee, he was kind of really proud of himself, how good wrist curl exercises he was doing, so cupping exercise. And then I asked him that can you please give us like real like kgs or roughly the close one, because he tried to explain everything but that. And finally he said that if he does it like with this famous move, like usually it's their fingers and cupping strength move, he said that he could do 85 up to 90 kg. And I don't know how much it is, he never specified, but I don't know what's the machine, how much it translates to. Is it 100%? Is it divided by half? But if it's 100%, obviously it's one of the best results. So 85, 90 kg, he could do this. And then he also said that if it's like on the knees, when they put this on the knees and do this, the same 80, 85 kg, he could curl that one as well. And obviously with one arm. I just demonstrated too. And then I asked about side pressure. Side pressure, he said that side pressure a bit less, but still roughly 80 up to 80. He said 80 kg. Yeah. Okay. So that's the question. I will ask, maybe there is one last question and then I will say goodbye to him because we have 1 minute left or something. Okay. აი რეზო სანამ დაგემშვიდობები, ძალიან დიდი მადლობა რომ იყავით ჩვენი სტუმარი. ბაჩოზე კითხეს ერთი კითხვა, რომ აი მომავალი ტალანტი და რას ფიქრობ ბაჩოზე, გაინტერესებს და შეგიძლია მე დასრულო მაგით. გაგაუცა ალბათ.
კი. მე იმაზე რომ იმას ენგინთა რო ქონდა ისა ქვია ჩაწერა ხო გახსოვს გითხრა და ნუ მაინც ფიქრობდი მეთქი პატარა ეხლა 18 წლის ის არის ბავშვია და რაღაცა თურმე რა პატარა რავი მეგონი ყველას მოგვიგებდა იქ
კი უეჭველი
ისე ჯანზე იყო და არა ძალიან ისეთი მაგარი ბიჭია ну ჯანზე მაგრად იყო ხელიც მაგრა გადაწია და გამოსვლითაც კარგად გამოვიდა რა. ну ეხა მომავალში უფრო უნდა მოუმატოს ეხა იმიტომ რომ მაინც ეხა ახალი რო იყო ხო ხდები. ну არიცოდნენ ხელის ისე ქვია მაგის ხელის გადაწევა ის და ეხლა უფრო ის იქნება რა. ანუ ეხლა უფრო დააკვირდებიან და ეხლა უფრო ისე შეიმუშავებენ მაგის ანუ გადაწევებს და იმას და ეხლა უფრო ისეთი ის მართებს რა ხო ხდები
ყურადღება და პასუხისმგებლობა
ძალიან ისე რომ ანუ ისე არ გამოვიდეს რა და ну სამომავლოდ ფიქრობ რომ ძალიან ძლიერი ბიჭია რა და მე მგონია რომ 95 თვისაც ცოდოა იმიტომ რომ დაკლებული ქონდა წონა და ის და ну 105-115 კატეგორია იქნება ძალიან მაგარი და ერთ-ერთი უდავო ფავორიტი ის იქნება რა პირველი ნომერი რა.
He said that back then when they first started to mention Bacho's name to Engin, we all were against round table. It was actually round table in restaurant. You already know that. And then he himself, Rezo, said that, thought that, Bacho is like 18 years old, barely experienced, and with such an opponent, he didn't seem that Bacho could do something that would impress us. He said that good battle, but not something that would impress. He said like maybe it's because it's 18 years old or something. But then he said that, oh my, the way he pulled actually really surprised, and he kind of joked that he could have even actually beat all of us, whoever were around the table and talking about Bacho, and so he said that obviously future is bright for Bacho. He's impressed in general. To answer that question, he said that that was Bacho's first competition and nobody knew about him, and now everybody knows like at least something about him. And every time he comes to arm wrestler next time, every opponent of him and other than opponents will be focusing more, and we would be knowing how to pull against him. So he said that Bacho needs to be also kind of cautious, careful, more responsible to pull in specific, to prepare and pull, because beforehand nobody knew about him, how he understands and stuff, and now kind of everybody knows. So that was kind of future advice for Bacho. Then, and lastly, he mentioned his Bacho's kgs weight category. Like he said that for 95 kg, Bacho is it's kind of pity to have Bacho only up to 95 kg. He would wish, he said that like 105, even 110, 15 kg would be no more than 15 kg, but 150 kg would be great, perfect category for Bacho if he gradually increases. So that was last two advices he gave to Bacho. Alex, before we say goodbye to our good friend, maybe you want
I want to
also
say thank you so much, Revaz, to enjoying our show. Hope you have fun. About your level, I believe that everyone now who watching our wrestling know how good you are, and they expect your future matches with the pleasure. I would like to say you that I wish you best of luck on your future challenges, and wish you to be healthy, happy, and strong.
Thank you, Alex. Rezo, ესე იგი, ემშვიდობება ახლა კიდევ ერთხელ მადლობა გადაგიხადა, რომ დღეს პატივი დაგვდე ჩვენ გვერდში ხარ და მოიცალე, რაც თავარია. თქვა, რომ შენ ისეთი სახე ხარ და სახელი ხარ ამ კლავჭიჩი, რომ მით უმეტეს არავის არ უნდა კონდეს, ასე ვთქვათ, რაიმე სახის პრობლემა, რომ შენ ხელს რო გადაუწევ, თქვათ, შენთან მატჩი რო დაინიშნება, თქვას, რომ არ ახარ ღირსეული. ყველასთვის ნამდვილად ღირსეული იქნები, რაც არ უნდა დონის მოწინააღმდეგეზე იყოს საუბარი. თქვა, რომ წარმატებას გისურვებს, ისურვა, რომ ნახოს შენი მატჩი ლევანთან, ისურვა ასევე სხვა მატჩები, რაც ვახსენეთ, რომ ნახოს შენი და გისურვა, რომ ეგ მატჩები დაგენიშნოს და წარმატებისთვის მიგეღწიოს რა. ასე.
მადლობა, უთხარი, დიდი მადლობა.
ჯანმრთელობა და ყველაფერი.
ჯანმრთელობა და სიძლიერე, რა თქმა უნდა, ეგეც. And he keeps saying thank you very much.
მადლობა და თვითონაც ასევე რა, რავი, რაღაც აღარ გამოდის ამ ბოლო პერიოდში შეჯიბრებზე და დუბაის ვერი აღარ გამოსულა.
He said likewise to you, Alex, and we missed you. Where are you? Why are you not pulling? Basically, that's what he said. So he wishes the same exactly for you to actually finally see you on the table and in action.
I'll be back.
And Craig is going to be back.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. It was really cool to have you here.
აბა კარგად რომა.
დროებით გნახავ ისტანბულში. აბა. So that was awesome live stream right there. Live stream is not over, but at least conversation is, and that was great. So I apologize personally for the people, like viewers right now, who keep chatting. I was trying to focus on the questions, but some of them I caught, some of them I didn't. Sometimes I was translating, it was kind of tough. And this was the first time ever I actually was translating and also moderating the chat. So guys, if I missed your question, I will ask whenever I see Revaz next time, okay? If it's in Istanbul or if it's in live stream on Engi's channel, let's say, or
I
someone
would
else's,
say
right?
that you did great, you did best, and all of us improving in everything, in arm wrestling, in translating, in promotion, and I'm really happy, like already said before, that you are in arm wrestling, that we have such a beautiful person, and like I
Thank
know
you,
you
Alex.
personally, I know you like a huge professional in what you are doing, and guys who watching us, please also subscribe. Roman channel is SG Records on
Now,
Instagram,
guys, you don't have to. You don't have to, guys. You just
and
subscribe, Alex.
you know, just
You
write
don't have
him
to. I will
that
be
you
anyways
actually
everywhere. You don't have to
like
subscribe.
what he doing. He's just polite guy, but sometimes it's a pleasure if you guys enjoy what we do, and especially Roman, because I believe, and a lot of guys says that films which was created by Roman are best films they ever saw. So, and it's true. It's about myself the same. My best films was created by Roman, and
Thank
it's
you
great
very much, Alex.
that
My
you can do it what
gratitude.
you do. Yeah.
The reason I'm that type of the guy, like I don't want to brag or anything, but I just rarely advertise what I do. You know, I just do the things behind, and if it pops up on and gets noticed by audience, by you arm wrestlers, then okay, obviously you are more than welcome, and I'm honored to hear that you are giving shout outs to me. But usually I'm just trying to stay in the shadows, you know, lurk in the shadows and do the job.
I know you are, but it's true, and big respect for you, because honestly, it's a reality. Without you, arm wrestling will be not showable for guys who can watch the films, because they watch the things which are you doing. Yeah, they can find the information about us athletes who pulled by the films. Yeah, by the some promotion, by some live streams, films, and this is the reality of our world. If you show something, people can watch this. If like you make the records in your gym and nobody knows about your records, so it's thanks to you that you are doing. And actually it's cool. We have, like I said before, good times in our wrestling. Like we have the promotion like East versus West, where Engin doing great with the heart of the event, and King of the Table, and like we said before, some events in Canada, in US, and even in the Europe. So arm wrestling now growing, and this is a really good times.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with the last part, and I would say, like, obviously I take all the compliments if I deserve. I would say that right now I'm doing what I'm doing, but I believe even if I was gone, or maybe I need to take my other outside of YouTube and arm wrestling life more seriously, whether it's career or other things. If I'm some way or another gone, I believe in time some other guy will just replace and do maybe even better job. I hope, but as long as I'm in there, I will do my best. I can guarantee. And
I will not accept this answer, because I actually want everyone who here in you, because you're one of the best, and and it's not good to
but
lose
you are
the
the
best
guy.
guy, even if he goes to better things, because of course I wish you
Nah.
all the best. And if it's only like if other sport, but they will be happy, I don't know, American football athletes or somewhere, if he goes there, we know that we lost one of our best. So it's better like to grow and stay in here like in family, because
Okay,
without you, it will be not the same.
I accept that, but I also need to come back and say that you are the guy whose nickname is Alex Politically Correct Kurdecha. So what I said was politically correct, at least to say the least. But obviously it was coming from the deep heart. So I mean, you knew it's. I tried to be as
I actually don't
much
know
accepted in the
who makes this
community as possible.
nickname for me, because I'm not so politically correct. I'm actually just watching firstly the best thing in the screen, and in the person, in the events, in the street.
Yeah.
So I may be a little bit more positive than reality, so that's only thing.
Yeah. Okay, I will maybe some people are still having oh, there was the question. Yeah. now it's time, because we postponed your answers because of the Revaz interview. Now your time, I believe. Last question that I have in my mind was your cupping exercise from Neil House. I believe that was the name of the person. So your cupping exercise best, like kg highest, and side pressure, and also back pressure if you want to answer.
Yeah. For me, like my strength, it's probably hammer power. So it's more about back pressure. Yeah. About cupping, I also training, but it's hard to calculate in kilos. Maybe if it's about only how much I can curl on fat grip, so maybe it will be like 60 or 70, something like this, because it also depends from how you do it.
Yeah, it also depends the grip. If it's fat grip, it's way harder.
Because,
I can tell.
If it's not fat grip, it's way easily. If it's fat grip, it's way harder. About like, for example, side with position of the wrist straight, it should be last it was 75, so some near that, yeah, in kilos. About side pressure, it's actually a thing which I always want to fix, and when I fix it, I always go better results on the arm fights. And it depends from the position. On the right, it was maybe 60 or 70. I know that's not enough. In my goal, it's like 90 in the pure kilo. But still need to work.
So what Revaz is doing, that's your goal. Because Revaz said around 90.
Yes. If you really do 90 by pure...
I wish him to upload the video where he's doing, that would be breaking via internet, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because, you know, side is always help you. It's not depends if you go into top row, into the hook or something. Pure side power is really, really necessary in our sport. So it's cool. And actually, if you ask me who was the best guy, and the example, it was actually Andrei Pushkar, like example of very good, powerful, and side
explosivity
as much. And Revaz also, Revaz have it. Dave have it actually, and Revaz even have better, like he shows. So,
surpassed.
Yeah.
But I believe Dave was there has to be some issue with Dave. You know,
Dave so calm and cool guy. He never tell you if it was something wrong.
No excuses from Dave. Never. I have never heard any excuses.
He is exactly the good example of the guy who he just go. He take the decision to go. So nothing important for him. He go and do the best, and that's it.
You know what I believe? I mean, I believe because I don't know, so I cannot know and believe at the same time. So I believe, like when we found out that Kidirgali versus John had actually a flu. That's what I know. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So I believe the same thing could be happening with Dave Chaffee. He just never revealed yet. Maybe he was having a flu or some type of, I don't know, something issue, because I cannot hardly imagine Dave could be beaten that easy, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm Georgian. I love Revaz.
I understand you. For me, it's also hardly to imagine that way of pull by Dave. But I say I don't want to make a guessing. It's best way just ask Dave. But Dave is the guy who can.
We need to have Dave here one day.
Yeah, absolutely. He is the guy. He's open for this, and but I believe that he just say it was such a day, because he is such a person who don't like any excuses. If he even have something which was having impact on his shape, he will probably, I don't know, he will tell that. So if I have some question we can do, and we will go to the end also.
Right before the finish, there was it's kind of awesome to finish this way, because there is a great super chat, 14 Canadian dollar super chat, Sean Crowther. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You seem that you know that guy. Really?
It's a cool guy. It's a cool guy. Nice. He was here, and
I don't know that guy, and it's good that you know. So, and I obviously I'm logged in, and I also typed from you, Alex Kurdecha typed there. Thank you, Sean, for your super chat. So that will remain in the history. So he's saying, hello, Alex. Can't wait to see you on the competition table again. You should come back to Canada. But now I see where you know him from. Okay, but make a stop in Alberta next time. Come train with the wild horse. Oh, that was
okay, guys. You know, I
great
actually
super chat.
planned it was like to Alberta. You need to go because Canada is so huge. But for me, I love such a much this huge country and people of Canada and arm wrestlers of Canada that I definitely want to go and visit a couple of cool places and of course the spot of wild horse and meet all of you guys and of course Ottawa High Hookers, Alberta arm wrestlers, all the clubs, which is a lot of them, like Armed and Dangerous, Iron Arms, Ottawa High Hookers, a very special place.
Or Ottawa
Ahmed,
low top
yeah.
rollers.
So all of you guys, sorry if I don't mention some clubs because there are so a lot number in Canada. Canada is a very special place. For me, it's already a very special place. And honestly, if somebody want to learn something and understand about arm wrestling, it's the place where you need to go. So I recommend and the best wishes from Alex to all Canadian arm wrestlers. Guys, you are awesome. And it was a pleasure for me, and definitely I will visit you again.
There you go. That was awesome response to the awesome super chat. So yeah, I guess we can wrap this up. I mean, me and my fans always know any type of live stream I'm participating in, and there are not super chats, just the chat, people talking. I always, even after the live stream is done, I will find some time and rewatch it, all the chat, and read it meanwhile. So there is no way somebody said something here and I won't see. So from my side, guys, the reason I apologized was because in that moment I may have missed a question for Revaz, but I will still read the chat and make sure to ask those important questions if there are
we
any.
will do it better. Roman actually do it great, but we will
I'm gonna get better. I will work on that. I promise.
Do like of course we're like improving, like we have some couple of devices you need to read, to translate, to ask and to answer and yeah. So thank you so much everybody who watched us. I hope you enjoyed the show. Write of course in the comments what is interested for you, what is interested topic for you, and who will be the guests in the future you wanna watch and like to ask something about his career or everything you want to ask. And thank you one more time, guys, because it's up to you. It's thanks to you we have these possibilities to have this growing of arm wrestling and to be part of this big arm wrestling family. Thank you so much, and be healthy, be happy, and be strong.
Yeah.